EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken around the 12. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Prescott off play action. Well, there's Gallup. Nice catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Taking it about the 16.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go with Jacobs. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 1st down, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Forced out to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Carlson is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed the football and established control of pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Carr.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Throwing here, Prescott. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.